Okay, I'm sorry, dude. Hey, blessings from the AM and PM, whenever the fuck y'all listening. This is Black Toad. Still don't got a damn name for the podcast, but we on for episode 4. You know what I'm saying? We made it to number 4. Still got some shit to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Summer Games Fest has still been going on. Thank you. And we still got some other stuff to talk about as well coming up. New Switch 2 came out, so we've been playing that as well. I'm here with Karma Keys. Say what's up.
Yo.
And the homie also vswitch. How you doing, bro?
What's good, gang?
You know what I'm saying? You know, the recurring cast and shit. We up here chilling. You know, we got some
Expedition 33's game of the year. I don't
gotta
know
be.
for every episode podcast we do. For the beginning of the episode, I'm going to continue to keep saying Expedition 33 is the game of the year until we see it happens. I
It
don't
has
care.
to be.
Oh no! You know what comes out next week, right?
What?
Death Stranding 2.
Oh yeah.
What
Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
No, it's still.
Nah.
It's still,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Nah.
Like,
Kojima
look.
and Jeff Keighley, they got that nigga. Them niggas is buddy, bro.
Look, I got all love for Kojima. Kojima's the homie. That man is he is officially always allowed into the to the cookouts and shit. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got the radio. He definitely got the movies. I'm pretty sure his movie tier list is like out of the world, gang. Like right. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what I'm saying? But 33 though, Expedition.
Nah, that shit's crazy.
Gang Edition.
Gang Edition 33.
I ain't even finished it. I'm still on Act 2, but these two lovely gentlemen, they finished it already, and they just basically waiting for my slow ass to catch up so we can just do a whole spoiler cast episode on it. To be honest, because I was talking about even up to the point where I was with another friend of mine. We was talking for like 30 fucking minutes. So I'm sure once I finish, that could take up an hour on its own. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
man.
yeah, but let's get into these topics real quick. First and foremost, the free games of the month. For PS Plus, the essential tier, you know, the free one, you have Alone in the Dark for the PS5. You have NBA 2K25 for also the PS5, and you have Bomb Rush Cyberpunk for PS4 and PS5. Those are free for y'all who has PS Plus. Going over to Game Pass, you actually have a big amount of games coming, but Crypt Custodian, Symphonia, Baldur's Gate and Baldur's Gate 2, Warhammer 40K, Space Marine. I guess like it's a special edition. Barbie Project Friendship. You know, I guess Shaquille's gonna love that.
That one's for me.
Oh, that's for you. I got you. Kingdom 2 Crowns, EA Sports FC 25. I don't know what the fuck that is. But that one's there. It's going to be on June. It got added, I think, like 2 days ago. The Alters, FBC Firebreak, Crash 4. I thought that shit was already on there. And Lost in Random, the Eternal Die. It's an ultimate, but I guess it's not gonna be in standard Game Pass. I ain't gonna lie, I'm looking at the games that are leaving Game Pass, and I don't think anybody really cares about any of those, but I'll say anyways. Dardogon, Hyperspace, Hypnospace Outlaw, Asanzo, Keplerth, My Time at Sandrock, Rolling Hills, Make Sushi, Make Friends, and Depersonalization. These are all gonna be. These are the updates for what y'all, if anybody cares about those games, anybody care about the games leaving, make sure you get your time into those games too. So, first and foremost, Mario Kart World. How y'all feeling about that game?
The first 3 days it was good, then kind of started dropping down for me.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, the thing with this game is I like the cool new tricks and shit, but like the stage number and honestly the design for the stages too, for most of them, there are some good ones, cough Rainbow Road.
Mm-hmm.
It's all kind of a bit samey to me. And then with the open world, I don't really have no real incentive to go into the open world for real unless it's for the 10 of each of the items to get, which is also very crazy too, because that first 3 days or 4 days that week, everybody online was trying to figure out how to get mirror mode. It was just different answers back to back. I actually like that. That was cool. But other than unlocking mirror mode, there's no real reason for me to go back in there.
They should have upped the cap, the requirements to get in it, because like 10 of
No,
each.
no. They didn't have to do all that.
Bro, because like as soon as you get mirror mode, ain't nobody fucking going to that open world no more. Unless it's just a lobby at that point.
Now you know what? There's one. I am still going back in there for one reason alone, and that's just to get the costumes. But other than that, that's it.
Oh yeah, you can just get the costumes pretty quick from that, huh?
Yeah.
How about you, Shaquille? How do you feel about it?
I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm trying to get my full enjoyment out of this game because like with every other Mario Kart that came out before it, like okay, like for example, Mario Kart 8 was one of the type of games where it's just like I played it for like a good while and I got my fill, and then like I guess the only time I really went back to it is like if like the gang is here or like, you know, playing with family, friends, whatever the case is.
Yeah.
But you know, it wasn't really consistent. Like it wasn't like no double dash or no Wii or anything where like I try to 100% everything like that, you know. So I try to be different when it came to world, like when it comes to world. Like I want to try and complete everything, you know, get my money's worth out of it. Even though I got the bundled version, so I only paid like $50 for it. You know what I'm saying? Plus tax.
Man, so, I paid $500 for Mario Kart. What the hell?
bro, buying scalp prices and shit. You know, but I love the game. I love the chaos that it brings. Like the only thing that I can really critique about it, and somebody had mentioned this in like it was some video I was watching, but like I think it was on Twitter, one or two, and they was mentioning that like whenever you're in first place, like it's like kind of like a death trap already, because like you don't really have nothing to defend you other than like the speaker box, which you probably don't even get until like you're in fourth or third place. And then you got, you know, hold on to it, and God forbid if a fucking boo comes in and snatch your shit. And like it just seems like it's like if you're staying in first place the whole time, like it's just like it's like death is just kind of crawling to you. Yeah. So and apparently there's like a meta towards the game, so it's like apparently like if you stay like around like 7th or 6th place until like the last lap, you have a higher chance of winning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Even me saying that is like it's still kind of like a risk, because like it seemed like everybody else going to try and use that same method, but it's just like we can't play this game normally like any other Mario Kart now. Like we have to actually like we actually have to follow we ain't gotta follow the meta, but like it seemed like that's just kind of the way to go.
Like this the one Mario Kart where you really just gotta lock in.
Exactly, you know. But like don't get me wrong, like Grand Prix is cool. I definitely like the transitions into like the next well, not worlds, but like, you know, the next stages and stuff like that.
The first 10 tries.
Yeah, that is definitely cool. Yeah. Definitely mess with knockout mode. Like we was all of us was like live streaming yesterday last night, along with me and my wife, and we had a fun time with it. She keeps rubbing it in my face that, you know, she came out on top. You know,
Rainbow Road kind of went crazy though. Just saying.
Yeah,
Rainbow Road definitely.
Everybody got a dub. I think everybody got one win each.
Yeah, everybody got a dub. You know what I'm saying? It's a fun game. It's just that like Nintendo still having I don't know. Nintendo still has to have like a good reason to like really price that game at the price that it is right now.
Because Nintendo doing a classic 5 stars for 15 stars back.
It's definitely not worth $80 fucking.
It's not.
This is not an $80 game.
It's fun, you know, when you buy the game like at $50 or even $60. I'll give it that, but they definitely have a lot to like work on. Like, I'm not even just talking about like more stages or anything like that. Just I guess more different modes.
They're not finna add no more modes, bro.
Where's
well,
my
no.
200 cc's? What the
That's
hell?
what
That's
they
what I meant
need.
to say.
That's what
what I
they
meant to say.
need.
Like 200cc. I wish they kind of explained the mirror mode a little bit better for me to like understand like how to. I mean, I found out already, but you know, it was that.
Getting it in the open world is actually pretty cool. Like the way you get that, the way you get it there.
Yeah, the open world. I kind of wish like I will agree. Like I wish it was a little bit more.
There's nothing to it. It just other than those little challenges and the switches. There's nothing else to it.
Yeah, like it's cool. Like, see, if I was like 5 or 6 years old, like my son, you know, whenever like I guess whenever he plays on my wife's Switch and plays the game, he just loves to drive around and do that stuff. It's cool for kids to do that because like you know they're just having the time of their lives. Like it was no different from like back then when we used to play like GTA. I didn't really care for the story. I didn't really care for like doing like any missions or whatever. I just used to like just drive around
and abide the laws.
yeah, cause mayhem, put in cheat codes. That was all me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I didn't really start worrying about stories and missions until like GTA 4. You know, but like
I never beat GTA 4.
yeah, but like as someone who's like a little bit older, like or even if they was like a teenager, they're probably starting to feel like damn, like I wish there was kind of like a little bit more to it, just to kind of not even talking about just justifying the price, but like just you know getting the most out of your game because like now we're already started talking about hey can we get like the next Nintendo AAA game now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like yeah these third party games are cool, but like I'm not really into cyberpunk like that. Definitely watching the anime though. I definitely recommend the anime for those who haven't watched
I'm
it.
still on episode 3.
You know, yeah, watch that shit. Street Fighter's cool. Whatever other games that they had like as far
It
as
is
like
tournament legal. Like, yeah, Street Fighter 6 on the Switch too is tournament legal.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Isn't that the best? Like, I've been hearing that that's probably like the best way to play Street Fighter 6.
No, it's just on par with the other platforms. So it's like if anybody has a fucking, I guess like if anybody has a setup for it and they want to run a tournament, they could use the Switch too.
Yeah.
If they want to. I think it's cheaper to do that too because like niggas can just bring their own Switches and just, I guess all the tournaments got to have is the docks.
Good old LAN party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably think about even though I'm not the biggest Street Fighter fan or player, I might get it for the Switch too, just for like the homies and stuff like that, you know.
I thought you have the game.
On Switch too. I kind of want on Switch too.
Oh.
Because I don't really be on my PlayStation like that anyway, so it's like
yeah,
I don't mind just you know. But other than that, like Mario Kart World is definitely it's a cool game. It's fun. It just needs like a little bit more work. And if I were Nintendo right now, I would, you know, get my work in because you know, another racing game is on the way on the horizons, about to cause some mayhem. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about Sonic.
Oh, what the fuck are you talking about?
I am talking about Paw Patrol Championships Racing.
What the fuck?
Bro, look.
Let me look it up.
Look it up.
Hey, why you looking up though? Before we...
My bad.
I need y'all to look at that. I need y'all to look at. I know it's like Championships something. I think it's Championships Racing, but like look that game up, and I like just analyze it for a second because like I did notice like a couple things. I'm just like, okay, this is what they're trying to do.
Oh shit! Hold on, let me look at this. What is this?
Yes, sir.
Still gonna have the worst OST though.
Oh yeah. I will say this: Mario Kart World, top tier OST, top tier at most. And then
for the funny bing wahoo man to have the OST fucking smacking like that. What?
Yeah, bro. Yes. I think I talked about it. I talked about it with one of y'all that like I really feel like whoever made the fucking this is coming out the same day as anyways. Whoever made the fucking like jazz inspired tracks, they hang around with niggas because they have so much soul in those saxophones or in those trumpets and stuff that it's just crazy that they waited until this game to have that type of soul. You feel me? And consistently too.
Like, I don't think there's no bad tracks in this game.
Nah, there is. There's the fact that they remixed a Galaxy 2 song and still didn't put Galaxy 2 on the fucking Switch.
Make it a bad track.
That count. Oh my god. Let it go.
Look,
This
bro.
guy.
If somebody made a good sounding song, but the topic is some bullshit, it's a bad song.
So Kanye.
Exactly. I didn't want to say it, but yeah. You know what I'm saying?
This man always gotta pop up.
But the way I feel about World is that, like, I still think that for the intermission parts, it's like way too slow. And I really think that in terms of the agility that you have with the cars and like the, you know, with the rails and shit, I think that benefits more from having 200cc, because I think that a lot of these shortcuts can be taken without a mushroom if you're going that fast. You feel me?
Right.
And niggas could be doing like super like crazier jumps, because like the shortcuts people be taking now, they don't really do that much, and most of them are slower than just going the regular way. You know what I'm saying? And
I feel like the only crazy shortcut I saw so far was the one in Christian Block Ruins.
I saw that one. I saw one in I saw a crazy one in Bowser's Castle, but that one is like looks harder to do than the one in Question Block Ruins. I saw one in that wood place, the one that you get that's in the special cup. I saw one in there. I think that one might be slower too. It's just like situational type of shortcuts, and I was like, bro, I know these niggas would be going way better in 200cc. You know what I'm saying?
The part they just be flying.
Yeah, like that was just in my mind, because it's like once you're done with doing these tricks and shit, and you're just driving slow, especially on the fucking water, bro, you are like it's a snail's pace. You know, it's like you be better off just
No. Once the waves start going, and you just start boop hitting the tricks off and everything.
It's cool. Like, yeah, it's cool when you do that. But like, they're like, I think it's cheap, whatever the fuck it's called, like the Japanese looking place. That one doesn't have those type of waves. So it's like when you're in the water, you're just kind of like, you have to do a trick or something, and then like chain like 2 more tricks, and even then, you gotta do the same thing again. It's like, at least in my opinion, it feels like I'm better off just getting out the fucking car and just swimming my damn self. And you know what I'm saying? Like it just feels slow to me. And also, I'm still kind of spoiled by like racing CrossWorlds, the beta, how the water was with that. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and what else was I gonna say? The computers can eat a dick. Some of them, especially when you're trying to unlock stuff, some of them just be pulling some bullshit, and I know that rubber banding is like strong with that, you know, because I be doing these shortcuts and they're like right there with me, and it's as if they took the shit too, and I'm like, ain't no way.
That was I saw that they were saying they want this game to be like 64, so we gotta get that 64 level fucking rubber banding. Yeah,
that shit was fucking wild, bro. It pissed me off, because some of them, sometimes they would like legitimately beat me when they fucking shouldn't have, you know? And off that, I remember with the intermissions part, I hate the fact that the only way that you can go to special to Rainbow Road is if you were at Peach's castle, whatever that level is. If that's the only way you can go to Rainbow, yeah, and you can't go to Rainbow Road in the open world, and that's just weird. That's the case. Like I think it could go everywhere else, but you just can't go to
everywhere else but Rainbow Road.
Yeah, and like and Rainbow Road is not accessible. I don't think any of the special cup levels are accessible in Knockout Tour, which is weird.
Not even the forest ones with the Acorn Plains or whatever.
I don't think so. I don't remember. I don't remember going there in any of the Knockout Tours, because I did all the Knockout Tour Grand Prix in.
Oh no, yeah, because since you unlocked the special cup, and I think the Knockout Tour is the same amount as the regular Grand Prix beforehand.
Yeah,
you just don't get those.
That's just weird. Like that, I thought that was kind of weird. So it's like I have like issues because it feels like what you should be able to do, you can't do it, and there's no rhyme or reason for those type of limitations because they had like, truthfully, they had over a decade to make this game, but you know, in reality, they had like 6 or 7 years. You know what I'm saying?
No, they had since 2014 to make this game.
Yeah, that's in my I have that same mindset too. Is that like as much as that game sold, the sky should be the limit because game development, it has been explained by a lot of people is that like whatever they make of that game goes into the next game of that of that series. You know what I'm saying? They don't really allocate it to other series like I thought they would, because if they did, then you know the Peach game would be better. Paper Mario would be 60 frames. You know, shit like that. So it's like,
this is the game I didn't try yet.
it's still 30 frames, dog.
Really?
Yeah. Paper Mario Thousand Year Door.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that.
In the back of
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically my disposition of the game. Anything else y'all want to talk about for Mario Kart before we go to the next topic?
Nothing other than like I hope Nintendo keeps improving on it. No matter what, like at the end of the day, if you like, no matter what we say, for those who's still trying to get the Switch 2 or like is only able to get the console and not the bundle, it is up to you. If you feel like I ain't gonna say if you feel like the game is worth $80 or whatever. If you're a fan of Mario Kart, it's definitely a fun game. It's definitely a good game. Is it my favorite?
Fuck
nothing's
no.
ever nothing's ever being Mario Kart Wii for me.
Yeah, nothing's being.
You know what I'm saying?
Mario Kart DS.
DS
Or
is up
DS.
there.
That's my bread and butter.
DS
Mario
is up
Kart
there.
Wii. It's Mario Kart Wii, DS,
Double Dash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
64, and then 8.
8 is
I'm surprised
over
they're putting
World.
8 so far now.
8 is over World.
I don't know where to place World right now. We gotta wait.
No, I say 8's over World.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like 8 though. Like I personally just don't really like 8. It's just like, they don't want you to take no fucking shortcuts in 8, dog.
Yeah, you're right.
Like it to be like, get your motherfucking ass back there and drive like a normal person. But this shortcut was possible in Wii. This ain't Wii, my nigga.
I just can't say. Oh, okay. Well, I will say 8 is very low for me. Just be like, yeah, even though like the DLC stuff was cool, it's just like it's still not as free. Like it's still not as fluid. It's like
you know, a good example, Sky High Sunday.
Yeah.
Compare it to 8, how it is in World.
Yeah. I love it in World, bro. I can't stand that level in 8, bro. I love it in World.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Also,
like I feel like.
Oh, what were you saying?
I feel like Sky High Sunday was supposed to be a world track. They just wanted to give us a teaser in 8. Like,
really?
You can have that.
That's that, bro. And bro, if I go back to look at that shit in 8, I'll be like, damn, this is a super downgrade. But no, what I was gonna say is like, I think the weirdest thing is the fact that Donkey Kong, like, legitimately has one fucking alternate costume, and everybody else that's major just like him has like 6 or 7. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely agree, because my thing is like, this is supposed to be like, I ain't gonna say the year of Donkey Kong, but we already have one. We already had one Donkey Kong re-release of this year, which was Country HD, and we had the I don't know if the Donkey Kong Country ports came out this year or last year, but either way, and now we got Bonanza coming out this year, so I would at least expect, like, you know, some Donkey Kong hype kind of going around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and not to mention, I picked up Donkey Kong and Smash right now. I could fuck up anybody with this character. So like, I don't care if you main a Falcon. I don't care if you main a fucking Steve or whatever. I'll fuck you up. All right.
You would not come anywhere near a Falcon or a Fox.
Yeah. Okay.
Especially a Fox.
You would
for
not.
those who's watching, comment down and you know, see who will win out of me or Trevin, Donkey Kong or his Falcon.
I'm not gonna be hard stuck at Falcon. I'm not gonna do that. I'm a pick who I want to pick and bro. I've trained like there was somebody who's also good with Donkey Kong that I played a lot of. I played a lot.
My
of
brother,
games.
yes.
Oh shit, yeah, he is good with Donkey Kong.
So
I don't know if I don't know if I've ever beaten him when he was Donkey Kong. I don't know if I've ever beaten him.
I don't think you beat him, but he definitely made you sweat though. Pause.
Oh no! Whoa! That's crazy.
Well, for those who's watching, comment down and see if y'all want to see that. We might be streaming Smash next week during our live stream around 9 o'clock. I don't know what time zone we're in.
Central.
So yeah, be on the lookout for that.
They never put our time zones in these fucking live stream times too. I hate that shit.
Literally.
I always gotta go to fucking Google and shit, bro. That's so annoying. But yeah, I think they should put you are right. Like they should put more alternate. I think they are gonna put more alternate costume. Like after like Bonanza Camp comes out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They're gonna put like the Bonanza drip in there whenever that game drops.
Yeah,
they're gonna be our first update.
And they're gonna put like a couple characters that's in Bonanza, including a fucking character I got fucking spoiled on, and I'm still pissed that I got fucking spoiled on that character. Because once you see that character, you're gonna want that motherfucking Mario Kart World. But yeah. It's a pretty cool game, I guess. Talking about Mario Kart World, but I'm definitely already had my fill of it, to be honest, because I'm not rushing to play that game again, unless like I want to get Mirror World. But that's a pretty cool racing game. But the game that I'm actually looking forward to, that's also a racing game, is Sonic Racing CrossWorld.
So it's not Paw Patrol?
It is not Paw. Hey, it do look fresh though. It do look pretty cool. I think my son's gonna like it. But no, it's Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. I don't remember if we talked about it last week about the updates to like the roster. But
no, we haven't talked about it.
Okay, and well, for those who aren't aware, or just in case we didn't talk about it, they are adding Hatsune Miku. They are adding Ichiban from Yakuza series. I think he's now the face of it right now, right?
Yep, that's my boy. That's my boy.
It's kind of cool that everybody's just so accepting of just a new character being the face.
This Japanese man.
Yeah, it's like it's been Kiryu for like damn near 20 years.
Oh, trust me. There's a lot of people who are not so accepting of it.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I gotta get to that point. And then Joker from Persona. I mean that's cool. I guess. I mean, yeah.
What's Persona 6?
That man's still getting pimped out. He is everywhere now. Damn near pimped out, just like the Hitman, the nigga from Hitman, and motherfucking 2B. But and Steve from Minecraft, and Alex and the Creeper. So.
Oh yeah.
And they've also revealed that there is going to be a total of like fucking 20-something DLC characters on top of the, I think like
20-something already regular characters.
Yeah, 30 or 40 like
oh, yeah.
20. Yeah, that's like a total of like 50 characters in total. From pre-orders, bonuses, season pass, and like it's a hefty amount of fucking characters.
Let's not forget the one character they also showed out too, the Werehog.
Yeah, Werehog. It's a pre-order bonus.
Yeah.
Also the Sonic Prime characters. I think they showed Dread, Rosie, and Nines. So they're gonna be in there too. And in terms of stages, they've showed Chunan at night, which is weird because they play the day stage. And they showed Holoska at night, which has the night
stage.
Yeah, which has the night level theme. And they've shown
Apatos,
yeah.
Was it White Jungle from Riders?
No, Green Jungle. Green Jungle. Yeah, Green Jungle from Riders. No, White Jungle's in Sonic Adventure 2.
They all a jungle.
Yeah.
Starlight Carnival.
They showed Starlight. Oh yeah, Starlight Carnival came back.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling like I'm missing another one.
I think they showed a new stage, but I can't think of it right now.
Yeah, they're going in.
No stage.
Yeah, and also I think y'all could better explain like the Grand Prix situation with that game.
I didn't get to watch it. I only saw it, but like, I didn't see it, but like, I saw like the little clip of it or whatever. Well, oh, actually, no, I did see it. Sonic and Shadow, they was interacting with each other.
Yeah,
the
they're
rival
the
system.
rivals. The rival
Yeah.
system is in Grand Prix. They got their own intro cutscenes and everything. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the
also,
DLC isn't gonna have it.
Nah, that's fine.
Yeah,
it
is.
is.
Yeah,
as
I'm
long
not
as
too
the game-
mental for it.
Yeah, as long as the game is fun, you know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, Sega definitely needs some more wins when it comes to like the spin-off titles. Because the only spin-off games that we had so far of 2020 was Super. What is Superstars a spin-off or is it canon?
Sonic
It's-
Superstar.
Well,
It's a main
Yeah.
series game.
well,
It's
I
main.
know. Yeah, because I know every game is. I know they say every game is canon or everything is a canon or whatever, but you know, so and so. But well, okay, I guess like the detective one, the murder mystery. I guess
Oh,
I was
Sonic gets
thinking-
clapped.
Nah, that's
never,
canon too.
I still never played that.
It's a fun short game to play.
Yeah, I got that shit
Yeah.
in my computer. Just still hasn't been played yet.
Well, I guess it's like the first major spin-off they had in a while
It is
since TSR.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, I don't really have too many major issues with TSR. It's definitely a game. You know, for the most part.
The best thing you can really say about it, it was definitely a game.
It's definitely a game.
Is Sonic Dream Team canon?
That's probably more of a debate. I want to say it is though.
I mean, I'm just going based off with the whole everything is canon thing, but like until they make that game permanent or you know
Available
somewhat
anywhere else.
accessible to like
Yeah.
other
Yeah.
we can't really say too much on it. I'm just gonna have to act like it don't exist. Sorry.
Bad.
No, we do have. Wait, Rumble. That's just a full-on spinoff.
Oh my god!
And-
That shit still ain't
until-
here yet.
Yeah, until when that game is actually available for
I mean, I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem. I can play it.
I'm just saying, until that game is accessible for minorities like us in the states, you know what I'm saying? That game does not exist. I don't care about the hype. I don't care about the costumes or whatever. Until I'm able to play it physically, that game does not exist.
Bro, when that game
Man, that's-
comes out here, this dude finna fuck us up, bro. When we play it.
Man, he ain't doing nothing.
He gonna be like, all right, I got you. And then like I'm gonna just blink and you're already like halfway up through the fucking course. But no.
Yeah, CrossWorld was definitely look, as far as I know, CrossWorld's definitely it's looking nice. I played the beta, like me, Trevor. I think all of us played the beta, not the, you know, when it came out, whatever. It definitely looked like it got a little bit more balanced out from the recent gameplay trailers that we saw. So like I see that like we probably gonna get some enjoyment out of this.
Guys,
But-
wait. Did y'all see how the fourth race works in the Grand Prix?
I was actually about to bring that up. So the way the Grand Prix works is that it's 3 stages, right? And then the 4th stage is every lap are those 3 stages. So they like cross
Every
into
lap
each
you
other.
cross world,
you
yeah.
cross worlds per lap, which is
Oh my god.
which is actually, I would prefer that over what the fuck is going on with World, in my opinion, to be honest. Because I haven't even seen it. Is there footage of it?
There should be.
If there is, are you eating an ice cube? If there is, I'm gonna have to look that up and see after this thing, because I haven't fathomed how that works.
You know what though? I really hope CrossWorlds does like do better, so that'll push Nintendo to make their game better. You know what I'm saying? We need
We
need that strong competition.
I know it's gonna do. I'm gonna say it's gonna do well, but you know,
no, it's Mario Kart we're talking
Mario
about
Kart's
here.
I already sold like 3-4 million. So it's like it's just a matter of when how much is gonna be sold when September hits.
All I'm gonna say, one game is only on one platform.
Yeah.
The other game is on multiple platforms.
Oh no, yeah, it's
Okay,
gonna do
Azuka.
well.
Okay, Azuka.
I think it's gonna actually. I think I will say that it will do the best of all the racing games in the series. But is that like? like the best could still be like 5 million sales, which Mario Kart World already did. So it's like if Mario Kart World hits like 10 million or some shit like that, I'm gonna need CrossWorlds to hit like 15 million. And
the only
what are you saying?
I will say this: the only thing that's gonna hold CrossWorlds back is possibly the price. Like I know Switch One owners they'll be okay because even though they might be missing out on a certain amount of content for the first part of the release or whatever, at least they have the option to like do the upgrade option after they get their game and stuff like that. So I think base game is $60. You just pay that 60 however you want to do it or whatever the case is. GameStop points, whatever the fuck. And after that, you can just get the Switch 2 version later on. From my
if you're a nigga
users,
like me, a crazy psycho man like myself, paying $90, baby.
I'm getting it saved with 90. It's on sale though on PC already.
Yeah, I was gonna say for my PC users, they're definitely doing like a lot of sales and stuff like that on these different key websites. So be on the lookout for that. Console players, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. For my Games Pass users, you better save up those points or whatever, and put those into the rewards points and see if you can get it. Use some points on a game like that,
bro. Real shit. Like I think that like it is worth, like it is gonna be worth that price in my opinion. Not $90, but like the $60. Yeah. But like $90 or 80, 90, whatever the fuck is, that's just the extra shit, like the season pass. So like that's a whole nother conversation. But like $60, I think that it's great that it's 70, isn't it?
For
base game.
It's 70 for the newer games. I mean for the newer consoles, just not the Switch.
Oh, it's 60 for the Switch. Okay, well, those that want to get the game and you don't have a Switch, which I'm pretty sure you do, but you should just get it at whatever console is gonna perform the best at, in my opinion. And PC. I think that it would be worth that price because it's crossplay, so niggas are gonna be playing with each other, and that's the main reason why TSR fucking failed because it wasn't crossplay and the matchmaking there was no lobby.
That shit was dead on arrival.
Yeah, they didn't even fucking want. There was no updates, no DLC, nothing. They did not want to make that fucking game. 100% they didn't want to make that shit. So it's like, I'm glad that they shied away from that safe type of development. And they're actually, the arcade team and Sonic team are making this shit.
Yeah.
So that's.
That's in there. What else could you want?
Yeah, Ichiban and Hatsune Miku.
And Joker too, I guess.
And Joker too,
and there's supposed to be some more characters. We cannot say who they are.
Yeah, we're not saying who they are, but
yeah, I'm not saying that I know who they are.
I don't know who they are.
I never heard of them, but hey,
I'm just going to assume that there's going to be plenty more characters. And for those who want the good stuff, the extra stuff, stop leaking shit. Like.
Please stop leaking shit. Bro, that nigga Izuka said that like leaks kind of fuck up brand deals. So just these niggas need to stop. For real.
Yeah, that shit's got a tear in my eye.
And for those who I have to call them out. I'm a snitch. I'm Team Sega here. My Reddit crew, okay? Stop with the leaks, please. Because if you've seen what a friend of mine has seen, you know what I'm saying? It will be best for y'all to not leak shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that doesn't just go for Sonic, but like any other newer game that's gonna come out. Shit. Hell, Donkey Kong, Metroid Prime 4. Hell, even if there was to do like a Smash Deluxe or like a new Smash, keep them characters kept within y'all Discord groups and just shut up.
Really?
Because like fam, like we need a win here. You know what I'm saying? We need some W's.
These fucking content creators need to shut the hell up too, bro. Like with these large platforms, like bro, don't amplify this bullshit. We do not need that shit, bro. Like for real.
Sonic Fan 275, shut up.
Like for real though. Like let's wait until the shit drops to talk about it. because things can change. Because a big example of that is T-Pain. His shit got leaked about his Michael Jackson collaboration. It didn't fucking happen because niggas leaked that shit before it came out. Him, Usher, and Michael Jackson, bro. The song is out, but Michael Jackson didn't record his verse, so you'll just hear T-Pain and Usher's part, and it was gonna be a really great fucking song. But one nigga wanted to leak it, and now we just hear T-Pain's, Usher's, and then the instrumental where Michael Jackson's part would have went. So
you should say that for the music podcast.
Music podcast coming next Wednesday.
Nah, but for real though, like keep y'all excitement to a minimum, or just keep it amongst yourselves, man. Like that's like even for like my Twitter gang out here. Y'all know like something like HBO, like this kind of off topic, but like y'all know HBO, they taking down some of these shows.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I be scrolling through down Twitter, and some of y'all be having links to shows that's downloaded and stuff like that. It's cool. I understand what y'all doing, but I ain't gonna lie, bro, kind of keep that stuff to a minimum, because these people out here, they're lurking. Warner Bros, Nintendo, Sega, they got ninjas everywhere, bro.
Yeah,
they got ninjas everywhere. They got AI software that can locate this stuff. Keep that stuff like on the down low, bro, because like I'm all forward for like talking about certain stuff and whatever, but just like not everybody can hold water. You know what I'm saying? Not everybody can hold water. Not everybody can keep secrets among themselves. So just kind of keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying?
They're not fucking keeping no secrets, bro. And these niggas, like, I'm just gonna sound like I'm just hating on these niggas, but it's just like there's no point. Like, that's some shit that you really should, because I don't even look up like Smash leaks, because when they leaked Simon and shit from in Smash Ultimate, they leaked that shit like the night before he was revealed, and I was off my phone like when niggas. I think you told me that this shit got leaked. But you didn't say who it was. I was like, well, I'm just gonna not say anything. I'm just not gonna look at it until the shit gets revealed. Then I went back and I was like, yeah, I would have fucking been pissed if that shit got leaked, or if that shit got if I came across that. So this shit, like me knowing that, well, I ain't gonna lie, I lied earlier. I do know about the leak, but like me knowing it, I wish I wouldn't have fucking known, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
now, if it's like Fortnite or Marvel Rivals, then that's a different story.
They don't. Marvel Rivals leaks aren't really that big of a deal, because like a lot of people don't even know these characters. But Fortnite getting leaked, Epic don't fucking care. They really don't care. They really don't care about their collaborations getting leaked, because like it's already set in stone. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we gonna get y'all money anyway, so y'all shit. Go ahead.
Yeah, like we know Street Fighter's coming. Well, sorry, I don't. I'm just playing. We don't know if it's coming back. I'm just fucking playing.
Yeah, he meant to say.
I swear to God, if I see Street Fighter,
he meant to say the bootleg Street Fighter from Mexico. That's what he meant to say. Highway Smacker. Yeah.
Oh my God. Highway Smacker. Sidewalk Brawl. But yeah.
No, Super Smacker, bro. Anywho, next
Roadside Smackdown.
All right.
That's it. So is there anything else anybody want to say about Erasing CrossWorld before we go to the next one?
God, I want to play that game so much.
Yeah, me too.
Take it off the list.
The hell, this nigga popped up.
Nah, he been here. I saw that. His icon.
Yeah, I heard the bling.
But yeah, for the next topic is for backwards compatibility. Wow, for backwards compatibility on the Switch 2.
So I could start off with this one.
Yep.
So I've been watching like a lot of videos. I tested a few games, mainly for those who kind of just want to get like a head start on like what games like they're being tested. There's a YouTuber I know. His name is excuse me, Montage. Oh, fuck. What the fuck? I am so just look up MVG. I'm sorry. MVG. MVG.
Let me look.
It's a modern vintage gamer. There we go. Modern vintage gamer. He
shout out modern vintage gamer.
Yeah, he does he tests out like a lot of games, like even like old games. He he actually ended up making a couple in them and got them ported to like modern consoles. So like he's kind of been in the industry for like a while now.
Mhm.
But he also been like testing out like a whole bunch of like backwards compatibility games to see like which ones work. He tested out games like Nino Kuni 2 originally on the Switch. It was like running like straight cheeks, but I think like around like 30 to 40 frames. But like now on Switch 2, it's running at a straight 60 with a couple little bit of like some resolution enhancements. I think he tested out Fire Emblem Heroes. I think originally it was like from like 30 to 40 frames and with a couple of drops to like the mid 20s. It's a Koei Tecmo game, so you already know how those go. It got enhancement. It's running a decent 60 with some minor drops to like 50 with on the Switch 2. That's a free update, by the way. Let me see. There was some other games. I can't name off the list, but just check out his video. I'll put a link in the channel later on.
Right.
For me, for the games that I tested out mainly for like Sonic games. I tested out like Sonic Superstars. The loading's a little bit faster. The resolution. So here's the thing with the resolution. So for those who don't know, the screen on the Switch 2 is I think it's 1080p as well. So whatever games that was like that had like whatever games resolution to say like whatever games that was like on 720p or shit even 480p that was on the first Switch, some of them got a resolution boost up to 1080p on the screen. So Sonic Superstars was one of those games, and like it definitely looks a lot bit cleaner. It was 60 frames on the original Switch with some drops, but now it's like it runs like a whole way smoother now. I can't speak too much for the multiplayer aspect and all of that, but from my time that I played it, it was definitely an improvement. Some of the other Sonic games didn't really get too much improvements. Like Frontiers runs a little bit more stable, like a stable 30 frames. I know that's not really much, but you know, until I guess when Sega actually fixes that game up and you know boosts up the frame rate a little bit, that's what we have to deal for right now.
That's a game that needed it.
Yeah, it definitely I definitely feel like it can run that 60 or at least like, you know, 60 with a couple of drops, but it can definitely boost that game up a little bit.
Yeah.
For those who still care, colors did not improve at all.
That nigga started laughing before he even said the name of the game.
Because like I was just like I know colors is in a shitty spot, and like I hate the fact that Blind Squirrel or Big Red Button, whoever really developed
Blind
the
Squirrel.
port.
Blind Squirrel.
Yeah, Blind Squirrel. Yeah, they were really fucking blind. You know what I'm saying? And fuck that port up. Like I at least thought it was gonna get some type of enhancement or like some type of little boost on the Switch 2.
Bro.
Nope. Loading speeds are still the same. There's still that little issue when you go into Starlight Carnival and one of the acts and like Sonic is still kind of just like
That nigga's
yeah,
doing
his thing.
Floating up.
I think the resolution is a little bit better, but overall, like it's still a shitty performance. But I think the community at this point is like kind of over colors. Like I think they just moved on to the PC port,
bro.
and
Unleash is on PC. Don't nobody care about none of this no more.
No, I mean this is just for the niggas who only got a Switch. You know what I'm saying? Or the Switch.
I feel bad for them.
Hey, look, they can make it work.
They got generations.
Yeah, they'll look at what they got. Oh yeah, just told them to buy it again.
I'm just saying. Maybe I'm just saying for those who never got to even play like the Wii version, which was still like a decent, still like the decent version of it. But you know,
they better off looking up YouTube videos, bro. Looking up like speed runs and shit. I did start up Animal Crossing because that's what's on the screen right now for this episode. The game runs a consistent 30 now because on the regular Switch, like if you had too much shit on your island, that shit fucking dips like Tostitos, bro. It's like it was bad, but now it's like consistent 30. And the loading times are halved. Like I think like when I load it up, like at first it takes like 20-25 seconds to go to the main menu, and then when I actually get into the island, it's like damn near immediate. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to like the regular Switch, it took like a minute or like a minute and a half for me to actually get into my island. I can take a piss after I start the game up.
To kind of go back with MVG, I'm not going to name all the games because I do want some of these people to watch his videos.
Right.
One of the few games that he did work on was the games that he tested was Bayonetta 3, and now Bayonetta 3 is at least like I think it's at a stable 60 with some minor drops.
Let me look at that real quick.
Yeah, it's a stable 60 with some minor drops. Although the resolution for when it's undocked is, I believe, it's kind of unchanged because I guess Platinum Games didn't really do too much. So like it's running at a 480p resolution, which is kind of wild to hear about that in big 2025. But
wait,
hey,
one wearing at 480p on undocked?
Yes.
What?
Bayonetta 1?
Yeah. Bayonetta 3.
Oh, Bayonetta 3?
Yeah.
I mean,
it looks still kind of clear, but like for a person like me, I don't play Bayonetta on portable. I find it kind of a little bit uncomfortable, especially with a lot of stuff going on. Unless like you're just one of the guys who just like have it on tabletop mode and play it, but it still looks decent. You know what I'm saying? I think people just really more worried about the frame rate more than anything because like, hey, it is a lot of stuff going on. But
so I'm looking at his footage. I'm looking at his footage for Bayonetta 3. The part that he's at, that part is 60 frames, like on the regular Switch.
Right.
So I'm trying to see like how the boss fights look on.
You might need to test that out for yourself.
Yeah, I may need to test that out because the boss fights are 30, and
right.
That's what pisses me off because I didn't know that until none of the videos is going to the boss fights.
I would say for next episode, we can come back to this list because there's a lot of people are still testing out games right now. So I'll say in your own time, just test out your library and see what games they get enhanced and what games got like a little fix or whatever on your own time.
Mm-hmm.
And we can talk about it next episode. And one of the other games that he did test out was like Ultimate Alliance.
Oh shit!
I'm going to say this right now. That game did not get a frame boost, but
Fuck!
it is a stable 30. So
that's fine. I'm gonna take that. I'm just gonna take that.
Yeah, and I'm not going to spoil too much. The only other game that I will say left is Dragon Quest Builders 2. And the reason why I'm bringing it up, I don't really play the game like that, but I did see the Switch 1 version, and my God, it is so horrible, especially when you get into the towns. I like the game looks like resolution wise, it looks clean, it looks beautiful. Yeah. But when you get into that town, the frame rate chugs so fucking much. It's like you trying to play like Black Ops 3 on like fucking DS or something. It's so fucking bad, bro. Like the Switch 2 fixes that shit up a little bit. I think it's running at 60 now, or at least like 60 with some dips or whatever. So I would keep that in mind. But other than that, for those who want to just keep like the rest of the games that he watched, like go on his channel, Modern Vintage Gamer. I'll link in the channel in the YouTube video later on, and y'all can go check out and see for yourselves.
There is one more game.
What's up?
One game, a big game that is to say got a huge enhancement.
Smash.
No, it's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. It's actually playable now.
Yes.
Smooth 60 frames. Looks like a PS3 Pro game.
Well, I'll say this. So from my experience when playing that game when it first came out, granted, I didn't want Scarlet and Violet in the beginning. All right, like because I already knew, like I already had this bad taste in my mouth from what Sword and Shield left on me. Like it wasn't even about the graphics, or it wasn't even the fact that it was legit a 3DS port. It was just a lackluster game, story and everything. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I didn't really expect too much from Scarlet and Violet. And when the only reason, well, yeah, I'm gonna leave that part out. The only reason that I legit got the game was it was recommended by somebody I used to know, and
shout out GoTA.
Yeah, and I saw the memes, of the performance of the game.
So you hate bought it.
Bro, it was look, I don't know, something about people talking mad, because I did this with Cyberpunk too. You know what I'm saying? Whenever people say how bad a game is, and like it's like a game that either people wanted or like whatever the case is, not like Mind's Eye. Like Mind's Eye is just
Mind's Eye is Mind's Eye. That's
yeah.
that's no can of worms.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't even know shit about the game, but from what I saw, ill. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, that
But
shit
for
was
Pokemon,
crazy.
like I'm a veteran. You know, I'm a longtime fan. But when I saw the TikToks and the IG reels and whatever, I was just like, I have to try this out. You know what I'm saying? I have to experience the pain of what everybody else is going through. So I bought the game, full price, by the way. I bought Scarlet, and as soon as I got into like the open world part, the major part, my God, everything, it wasn't chugging, but you could definitely see like the
No, that shit went from 30 to 12.
yeah, it was struggling, bro. Now, granted, I beat the story, you know what I'm saying? I did go through a lot of glitches, like my Pokemon did fell through the ground. I fell through the ground. I didn't see no T-posing or anything like that, thank God.
I have.
What was T-posing?
It was my friend. We were playing online. He was T-posing whenever I started a battle.
Oh my Lord. See, if this was like 2017, now I'd be freaking out. I used to have a fear of T-poses. I kind of got over it, you know what I'm saying? But I still, every time I do see one, I still have like that watchful eye. I'm just like, yeah, you are looking kind of menacing, bro. But
And there's the mysterious black triangles in the sky. Those are gone now too.
oh yeah,
Finally.
yeah. It was definitely rough. Resolution wise, it was pretty bad. When they went through the little, I forgot what those called, those little evolutions that they did with the diamonds or whatever. I forgot what the shit is called.
Terrestrializations or whatever.
Yeah, the performance was definitely getting
Getting
definitely
hard.
chugging.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the
And
name
I
of
ain't
the,
gonna,
that's the name of the transformation.
I'm not gonna spoil it too much, because for those who do want to test out the game, or at least want to go back to it, since you know the Switch 2 kind of enhanced that game. The final area definitely runs better now. That's all I could say, because boy, that shit was rough. You know what I'm saying? So definitely try the game out now. This is the first time that we actually had a Pokemon game running in 60 frames. Well, at least like a modern, a main platform Pokemon game.
A home console, yeah.
Home console running in 60 frames now, because I don't think Coliseum Game of the Darkness wasn't running in 60. So I'll say go back and test the game out. It definitely runs better. Scarlet and Violet are not bad games. If anything, they're like a way of like kind of returning into like grace, so to say, since you know they had to make up for shitty Sword and Shield. So for those who got the Switch 2, test that game out and see if y'all like it. You know what I'm saying? Is it worth $60? Y'all Pokemon fans can
That sounds like fuck no to me.
Hell
I
yeah.
mean, I enjoy the game. Like personally,
Why is this nigga testing Darksiders 3?
I mean, I to be honest, it's a good game. It's a good game. I don't know. I don't really know if any Nintendo game is really worth 60 nowadays, to be honest with you. Because I don't even feel Odyssey was worth $60. That game's short as hell.
It was worth 60, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean,
because it's replayable. That's really what it is. Like the way people play it now, there's literally no end to playing that fucking game. Like I'm not talking about with mods. I'm talking about like you could do like challenge runs and shit. You feel me?
And like speed run.
Yeah, like you know how you ever seen like the speed run bingo shits?
Yeah.
If y'all like the fact that you could do that, like that kind of turns the game into something completely different, because
That's kind of how it is with the Switch Zelda games too.
Yeah, well, but they be using glitches and shit, like to get around fast, especially in a while.
Bomb jumping.
Yeah, that bomb jump shit be fucking breaking the game. I'm just like, I don't know, I don't want to watch all that. But like
also, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But like Mario, like it's just that his moveset kind of just makes the game like fun, like for a while. Like it just you can't really get. I think his moveset was like perfected in that game, so it kind of makes the replayability like. I don't think I know to do with what you're talking about. I was just talking about like the $60 thing.
I will say, I have not tested out the GameCube emulation games because not saying that the games that they have available right now are bad or anything like that. I have the games officially, so like I'm not really too worried about them.
You have Soul Calibur?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. The way he said that. I tested Soul Calibur, and you can play it online.
I have a Soul Calibur game.
Soul Calibur 2, like the one that's not released, that was never released again until just now.
I mean, I can get it.
Okay. I played that game, and I know that it's online. It kind of hypes me up for games like Mario Party 7 or like Mario Superstar Baseball, which I know they're gonna fucking put on this fucking on that shit. And playing that online is gonna be really cool. Because Mario Party 7, you can go up to 8 players.
Yeah, honestly, it's just more the third party games for me. Cause like for first party, I think the only GameCube games I still want to like, cause I never finished Metroid Prime 1, even though I have the Switch remaster. I hope they port 2.
They fucking better port 2 and 3.
Yeah, there's no reason not to. I don't know why Nintendo waited so long on that.
Yeah.
Now Retro's finishing 4.
I think they had somebody else do it.
Oh no! They tried that.
Not 4.
No, they tried that shit with 4. That's why Retro's making it, because Bandai Namco, they couldn't do it. Nintendo was like, yeah, y'all niggas ain't about that shit.
They ain't have the sauce for real.
Yeah, Retro's like, can't nobody do Donkey Kong or they can't do 2D Donkey Kong or Metroid but us. So just let us do it, Nintendo.
Looks at Rare.
Rare can't do it.
I hope they do port Double Dash. That would be nice.
They're going to.
I know Nintendo because they haven't done it with the 64 version. I know Nintendo's not going to port Melee. All right, let's go ahead.
I don't even know why they didn't do 64. I mean, we kind of have a really good reason why they didn't, but it's like the fact that if that's the reason, if that really kept Nintendo from fucking doing that shit, that's crazy. Because like the Smash community right now is basically dead. Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're in hospice care right now.
They did have a tournament recently though, where like it was pretty creative. So like what they did, they turned the music off, right? And they were playing, but they had like a live orchestra doing the music, like while they were playing, and that shit was actually pretty cool. So I mean, so it may be dead, but they're still doing some creative shit.
It just sucks because we have weirdos out here in the world just kind of ruin it for like others.
Yeah. Because
like I never went to a Smash tournament before. I hope one day, Nintendo changed their minds or like they could just work something out. But
no, they're fine.
At least just put Melee. If they can just find a way to just put Melee, through the fucking emulation service and just make it work. Like I get it. Like I get it. Sakurai, he didn't want Melee to really be a competitive game. But I get it because I also play Melee just normally, just with back then with a couple friends. Like it could be a fun party game as well. It's funny as shit. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is also is like even if they do put Melee on NSO, Slippy's just better.
It is.
Like that's also the biggest problem is that like we know no matter what it ain't gonna be as good as Slippy because Soul Calibur online when I played it there's input delay. Not that much, but you might as well be as long as you're playing with a wired controller, like the input delay will be like mitigated. But the fact of the matter is that don't play that shit with a wireless controller. Just don't do it because you're gonna notice the lag. And I don't know, man. It's up to Nintendo. I get if they ever do Wii games. I get if they don't do Brawl, but like for like third party reasons. But there's no third party limitations on like Melee and 64. So I don't, unless like the fucking the motion sensor bomb, which is basically a GoldenEye thing, if that's what's keeping it.
Oh shit! I didn't even think about that.
Like that gotta be like the only
Wait,
thing.
but they have GoldenEye on the Switch Online.
Yeah,
I
but
feel like they could have made something work out.
they don't have every Rare game though. They don't have Diddy Kong Racing and Donkey Kong 64 on there. So it got to be something going on that we don't know about.
But they have Banjo Kazooie. All right.
Yeah, they got Banjo Kazooie and I think they got Banjo Tooie, right?
Yeah.
On there. That's what I'm
And
saying.
those are full on rare games. At least Nintendo owns Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it's like it's just, the way that
it's some industry politics that's going on.
Yeah, because Rare created Diddy Kong. They Rare created every fucking character that's not Donkey Kong, and the Donkey Kong like games, except for the new one, because obviously like Rare's not there anymore. But if Diddy, Cranky, and whoever the fuck is there, those are still Rare games, the Rare characters. So it's like, it's not like they're not. That's not like they're not in good graces with Rare, but maybe Rare still salty that they didn't get fucking bought, and they're stuck making fucking pirate games for 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, hopefully both companies can work something out, because like at the end of the day, it's like we respect that. Hey, Nintendo, they don't want piracy, they don't want all this stuff or whatever, but you gotta make these games available. You know what I'm saying? I can't speak for like third party licensed games. Like that's their own thing. Like it sucks that we'll never have we won't get the chance to play SpongeBob.
I knew
the movie.
That, yeah,
the SpongeBob movie games, but
I need
like
that in my life.
But like, hey, for your first party Nintendo games, especially the GameCube, like Melee was a fucking top best seller. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Put that shit on the servers. Relive the history. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, along with Double Dash. I know the Pokemon games are coming to it. People want Twilight Princess. I don't know what's the reason why y'all still haven't port the HD versions of fucking of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Like, I'm not playing Wind Waker on NSO.
I'm not playing Twilight Princess on NSO until they put actual work into those fucking HD editions. Just put that shit on the Switch. Like, what the fuck?
I will low key just buy a Wii U again just for those games. Me personally, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'd buy a Wii U for those games and to be able to play Galaxy 2.
This man here.
Yeah, like that'll never happen.
Yeah.
It's just like, come on, bro. I'm all for the GameCube emulation. Hell, even if they start doing Wii emulation, or I mean,
DS.
I don't know how they're going to do DS emulation, but like if they can find a way,
they can work. I feel like they could.
The screen would just be skinny as fuck, so you're just gonna have to be like right in front of the TV.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they already do that, because like when you load up NSO, like the aspect ratio shrinks, like it gets narrower, so they could just use that space for the DS screens.
Hey man, look, if they can make something work, like I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like if this is their only way to preserve history on a modern console, then y'all gotta go y'all gotta go in, because we're already paying all this money for the subscription service. You know what I'm saying? Some of us are already on family plans. Some of us are just on it by ourselves. So like we want to get our money's worth.
You think they'll have you like turn the Switch sideways and like make that be the DS screens, like the top and bottom?
Do all of that, but I mean, hell, we can make it work.
Picto Chat finna go ham. No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But yeah, it's that was a pretty cool. Is there anything else that you would like to that anybody needs to get out for this topic?
Sega, lock the fuck in and put the Sonic games on the GameCube and Game Boy. Even though I already know they got some shit.
Oh yeah, all we need is Sonic Gems collection.
Whoa, what the fuck? I didn't know he was gonna go that way.
Peace of mind. Yes. I would love to play Sonic R on the Nintendo Switch too.
I definitely would rather get the advanced game first. Like, I want to get those games first before any
that was because of DIMS, right? Or DIMS or THQ, one of the two.
No. I mean, if it is, like, that's kind of crazy. I mean, it makes sense, but like, I hope it's not the reason because like not even the other Sonic games are on the Genesis NSO. Even though like you can just get Origins, but like it's just weird that the advanced games like wait, are any of the advanced games are any third party advanced games even on the NSO?
No.
Oh
No.
well never mind.
The last time an advanced game was like on any Nintendo platform was Sonic Advance, and it was only in Europe.
No, I mean like on the NSO are there any third party games on the Advance on the Game Boy Advance NSO? Are there any third party games or are they just all Nintendo games?
I can check real quick. Hold on.
Because if that's the case, then we're just never fucking getting those games.
Yeah.
But yeah,
give me a second. Oh, well, we can move on to the next topic while I look through this list.
yeah, it's So our final topic is: should the next Zelda go futuristic?
Yeah.
Yes.
What do you mean?
I
by
need
that?
something different, Nintendo. I want to see my boy Link with a laser sword, with a goddamn lightsaber, fucking
You can make
soaring
a laser
with
sword in Tears of the Kingdom.
blaster, a laser blaster.
You can make a laser blaster in Tears of the Kingdom.
Hold on, before y'all continue. So I
Ultra
don't
Man
know.
Go crazy.
I don't think this is third party. Starfield's not third party, is it?
No.
Starfield's in Brawl and
Okay,
Melee.
what about Golden Sun?
No.
Okay, so as far as there is no third. Well, I don't know what the fuck Kurin is.
That's the stick game.
Yeah,
The rotated stick.
That's first party as
okay.
well. That's first party.
Okay, so yeah, they ain't got no third party games. It's
Okay.
all first party.
Well, there it is. Well, we're just never fucking getting that shit. So Sega, I need you to just get a fucking collection and put that shit on fucking consoles then. Just get a collection,
if you
bro.
want, bro, if y'all want money, it's just 3 fucking games and Sonic Battle, and just put those games as a collection.
I mean,
shit, hell, price it at $50. I'll buy it. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you don't gotta put Sonic Advance 3 there. Like, you don't gotta do that.
No. That one can stay.
It's called a trilogy for a reason. And
yeah,
3 is
Sonic
the best
Advance
one.
1, Sonic Advance 2, and Sonic Battle.
Advance 3
fuck
is the best one. Advance 3 is the best
I
one.
mean, Sonic.
Advance
What do you
1
mean?
is the
Sonic
best.
Pinball Party's right there.
Oh my god, Pinball Party. I'd rather play Pinball Party than Advance 3 to be honest.
All right. Stop the cap.
Advance 1 is
Right.
the best.
All right, well, what y'all saying?
For the next Zelda to be futuristic, I need you to like expand upon like what do you mean by that topic.
Okay, so for another channel that I was watching, Zeltic, for all you Zelda fans, y'all might know him. So he was kind of like talking about pretty much like Zelda has the potential to like, you know, I guess move forward to like go towards like a futuristic route, because with the last couple Zelda games that we had, especially like Tears of the Kingdom and even Breath of the Wild, it shows that like they're trying to, like, I guess they're adding like sci-fi elements to it, because like for those who play Breath of the Wild, the Sheikah Slate, some of the Sheikah Tech or whatever, the Guardians, like we ain't never seen no stuff like that in Ocarina of Time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, we're kind of like in a medieval-ish era, but like we getting all this advanced technical stuff, and even I forgot the character's name, Pura. Yeah, I think it's Pura.
Yeah.
She, you know, she's an inventor and all that stuff. So it's just like, hey, we got some futuristic stuff going on, along with Tears of the Kingdom. Like, bro, hold on. Even with Breath of the Wild, there's a motorcycle in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, and now in Tears of the Kingdom, we have all this other new stuff, the Zonai devices and all that. Like, hell, you can even make you a freaking laser. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is not medieval. That is not medieval shit to us. So it's like, I feel like they can also go towards like a futuristic route. And for those who play Skyward Sword and, you know, not biased towards the game, when you get to I think it's the Temple of Time or whatever area there was also like robots there and stuff like that, whatever.
That's in Twilight Princess as well.
Yeah, Twilight Princess too. And I think even Wind Waker, there was like an area where there was something like that. I can't remember exactly where.
Yeah.
It
But,
was
like-
in the Wind Temple, I think.
Yeah. Nintendo always showed that like Zelda, like they like to add like little sci-fi elements to the game. So it always like kind of gave that thought that like what if Link was in like in a futuristic type of setting, like it's gonna be weird because you know since we're so used to the medieval type of stuff or whatever, like I can only imagine how it would be if Link was in like in this big city. Hyrule, like imagine Hyrule looking something like Neo Tokyo fucking 3000 or some shit like that, or
Boy, the frame
something
rate
like
gonna be 30 like a motherfucker.
that
That shit gonna drop.
Unless they do like the cell shading shit and like you know they might
Yeah, they'd have
you know,
to. They'd have to go the artistic route for that.
you know what I'm saying, or they do like some Persona 5 stuff or whatever the case is. Like I
hope
feel
to
like they
God
can.
not.
Nah, ain't gonna be like that. But I feel like they can head towards that route. It might have the fans a little bit mixed because you know, like I said, like Zelda, it is supposed to be like a fantasy type of thing or whatever. Maybe they could do like a spin-off game and just show like if it could work, if it could lead to something like that. But and even Zeltic said it himself that like he would rather not have the game go towards that route and just have like certain elements, which I understand. But it'll just be kind of crazy just to think that like imagine Link just being in a futuristic world. Ganon, he's probably like some type of AI fucking he's probably some AI huge destruction robot that's caught, you know, not the calamity can be like some type of like virus going on destroying like certain cities and buildings that's going on in Hyrule and stuff. Like the possibility is just like massive, you know what I'm saying? Link could be skydiving through God knows whatever, going through space, fucking flying tech. It's a whole bunch of shit.
That's starting to sound like Metroid now.
I mean,
I mean,
look,
Metroid did it
bro,
right. It can work.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if the Zelda team is like showing indications that they want to kind of go towards like a futuristic route, I'm all for it. It's just I want to see what like how they can do it because they keep adding all these high-tech gadgets and whatever, and like I could see the vision, but I can't imagine how what the conclusion will be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because we're already seeing a Zelda pirate world, which was like the Phantom Hourglass games and stuff like that. We've seen them on a train, which was the Spirit Tracks stuff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like I can.
Oh no, my bad. You keep going. My bad.
Yeah, so like I can just only imagine like I'm not saying Link need to start driving a car and you know start doing like some CJ from San
GTA
Andreas
shit.
type stuff.
GTA
you know?
shit.
What's the fucking
You know, but like
spinning rings
like
and shit on it.
yeah, it'll just be crazy just to see, and just imagine how the music gonna be. Like, fuck, they're gonna have like dubstep and EDM remixes of fucking.
I think
Hyrule.
that they won't go that route because at that point the weaponry would invalidate the use of a sword, and you have to use the Master Sword.
No, it'll probably be like some.
Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild.
The weaponry doesn't invalidate a sword.
I don't use the Master Sword.
No, okay, gameplay wise, you don't have to use the Master Sword, like, but the sword is still like the best weapon when you're fighting Ganon, because like it doesn't run out of energy. But it's like, unless you like forge like a better weapon that won't break or that won't break as easily. Story wise, I mean, spoilers for whoever fucking never beat those games. When you play the Ganon boss, the Master Sword gets its energy back no matter what, and it will retain its energy, and it won't run out. But it's like if it's a futuristic setting, the main the henchmen, they could just have guns, like machine guns and shit. And at that point, like, what's the point of using the sword? You know, like Link's gonna have to be like, fuck it, and just start becoming the Punisher.
Then I started blasting.
Yeah, and it's like, hey, you know, what about the fabled weapon of legend? And it's like, what the fuck is that to this fucking Tommy gun right here? You know?
Oh, also, I want Link to be a grown ass man.
You know,
I want to be 45.
like it. I get what you're saying. Like the setting would be it would be cool, but like there are caveats to that, and I think that's why they don't go to that route. I think at most, in terms of like era advancement, they would go to the steampunk era, and like
Yeah.
like they
I
would
can
go
see that.
there, and then like that would be as far as it goes, because Spirit Tracks, I think, is the closest thing to that, because you're operating a train. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like ain't nobody trying to, commit no fucking like train robberies or no shit like that with fucking handheld like ranged weapons. Niggas are still using bows and arrows and shit. So it's like, I think that's where I think it's gonna plateau at that. Because yeah, there are robots and shit, like even in Tears of the Kingdom with Minero and shit, but like, and like they even play with the supernatural with like talking to ghosts and stuff. Like that shit's cool. Like I think they hit a good pocket with where they ended with Tears of the Kingdom, and whichever they do with the next game, it's like they're doing everything but going to the future, because time travel is still a thing. You know, and like the way that they fuck with like time travel, even though time travel is a thing, it really isn't, because like Zelda was basically there the whole fucking time, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like they just let you know like there are limitations to time travel, where it's like even in past games, Link couldn't just willy-nilly go whenever the fuck he wanted to. There was a fixed point in time. Like it was always, I think it was like 7 years in like Ocarina of Time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you go 7 years back, and you go 7 years back to where the fuck you started. Oh no, you go 7 years forward, and then or just 7 years back, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? And even then, those 7 years, the world didn't change that fucking much. Like niggas are still using pots, like jars and shit, and bow and arrows and shit. Like it didn't advance that much. So I think that they're limiting how far they're willing to go with their advancement of society for those games, because they're probably gonna be like, hey, if you want to play a futuristic game, there's Metroid,
Well,
there's
that's
Star Fox.
well, that's why I said like I feel like to test the waters out, they can do a spin-off title. Hell, shit, bring back Toon Link, bro. I miss my little nigga, bro. Like
Yeah.
one of the best designs. I don't care what people say. He was one of my favorite designs. They can. I'm not saying they gotta go towards like the top down aesthetic or whatever. Even though I feel like that might be fitting for him. But yeah, just do like a spin-off title and do like not futuristic. I agree with the steampunk setting that might be more fitting for it.
Yeah.
And or hell, even make a game kind of similar to like the Ni no Kuni games if they can. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, I think that would be I think that would be better. Isn't
Yeah,
Ni no Kuni
like-
also steampunk though?
I believe so. If
Like
I'm not
steampunk,
mistaken.
but like also with like nature, like as like
Yeah.
also a part of it too.
Yeah.
Like they
can
that could be the next. Oh my god, my bad. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, because like they can use the Zelda elements like the aiming lockdown. I never played Ni no Kuni, but I always like watch the gameplays and stuff like that. So they can add like the Zelda combat elements into it. They can do the cell shading or whatever graphic setting they can use Toon Link, so they ain't gotta worry about messing up the brand or whatever. Make it a spin-off title, have like a decent story to it, and use the steampunk setting, and just kind of work things around, like just to see how will it fit. And if they don't want to go that route, then yeah, continue use the Link's Awakening gameplay, and still use the steampunk type of setting, whatever. Make that work and see how things will go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if people rock with the idea, then maybe they can use some of the more elements into like their mainline game. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they need to change their formula up and go towards like the future. I'm not saying that, but I do want I do want something different. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Like can we get the fuck out of Hyrule? Can we go somewhere else? You know what I'm saying? Or just do something.
Low roll.
I don't want to go low roll, bro. That shit's so
low
depressing.
roll. Or low roll, bring or bring back Terminal. I know Terminal is kind of like
Terminal was
Whoa.
fucking depressing. Dicka.
Hey, I mean, but shit, like, bro, like, let's do something different. Like, if okay,
But it wouldn't be.
Hyrule-
The problem is that it wouldn't be Zelda though, because like the Legend of Zelda, like it would have to be a different name because Zelda's like still the titular character, even though she isn't the fucking playable character. Her domain is Hyrule, like no matter what.
Well, yeah, okay, but that's what I'm saying. We could start off as a spin-off title. So they don't have to mess around and be in Hyrule. They could just be somewhere else. And okay, even if they're gonna still stay in Hyrule, change things up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying let's introduce the steampunk setting.
Mm-hmm.
So like, hey, if we're going to Dragon Roost Island, excuse me, make some machines that resembles like the what they call
Rivali? No, that's
Rivali.
That's the
Oh,
Doritos.
let's go.
That's like
Isn't it Doritos? And they call Ritos?
yeah, the chips, Doritos. You know what I'm saying? Like, like yeah, like just do something different. Like I don't mind the medieval type settings, whatever, but let's just kind of change things up a little bit. You know,
that's why I think Twilight Princess did it the best, like in terms of settings, because like even though you're in Hyrule, it kind of doesn't feel like it unless you're in the field, like the Great Plains, where the fuck it's called. Like that, that feels like Hyrule, but when you're like in the snow area or like the Gerudo area, those feel like entirely different fucking places. Where it's like, in my opinion, in Ocarina of Time, it all still felt like Hyrule. Like everything was a part of this. Like
Together.
yeah, like the castle is still like next fucking door, even though I'm in the desert. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm up in like fucking even the Twilight Realm, like that fucking place. Like the fact that you go like out of there and shit, it's like damn, where the fuck is the castle at? It's way the fuck down there. You know?
Yeah.
It's like you really go places, and it's like you're right, because like Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, like the castle is just it's everywhere. It's like it's no matter what, you're always gonna see that fucking castle, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
That does get annoying.
We just gotta change things up, man. That's all I'm just saying.
And they also need to change up where the fuck Ganon be at. Like I hate that low hanging
Link, I'm at your house, dog. I'm at your crib.
It's like Breath of the Wild, Ganon's like where the fuck else was they didn't even hide where he was at. Like he was in Hyrule Castle,
He was just
nowhere
there.
else. But then in Tears of the Kingdom, it's like, oh yeah, the castle lifted up, but we all knew where Ganon was since the beginning of the game. So like, I wish he got the fuck up and like moved somewhere. Like, hey, he's not in.
Which is weird, because don't you still got to figure out his location at the end of like to get to him?
Yeah, you still gotta like. I mean, you can just go straight to him.
I mean, yeah, we know where he's at, but
you can go straight to him, but narratively, yeah, you have to go up to the castle first, and then get fucking faked out about like fake Zelda and shit. Oh no, he's not there. Where the fuck is he? Maybe he's at the big red shit under the fucking castle. That you know what I'm saying? You were just there, Link. How the fuck you don't know that? Like that's just what I'm saying. It's like Nintendo needs to switch that shit up too, because they did make a twist of where the fuck Zelda has been the whole time, but like it would have been cool if like Ganon was like nowhere near the fucking castle. It was like somewhere like fucking off in the desert or something. He's just wandering around.
bro just lost.
Yeah.
Link, I need help. I'm scared.
That's all I have to really say about the Zelda stuff. I just want to see some improvements on the settings, man. You could do bro, Nintendo realized they can do a lot with their IPs. Like I know during the GameCube era, that was like one of their most experimental stuff when it came to their games, especially like Wario World, Sunshine. As much as I hate that fucking game.
I hate that fucking game too, bro.
They
were not
if
creative
no one
with
else
Sunshine.
loves Sunshine, I love Sunshine.
They were not creative with that game. They were creative with the setting, but like what you do in that game, bro. Bianco Hills has 4 red coin stars. They were padding that game the fuck out, bro.
Yeah.
They wanted it to be a launch title.
Yeah,
and they still fucked that up.
Yeah, they fucked that up royally, bro. Bro, y'all know, but like when 64 was the newest game, niggas was looking forward to Sunshine, thinking it was finna be like a step up. When that game came out, I really remember this shit. When that game came out, the first thing me and my friends tried to do was a fucking long jump, bro.
Oh.
Kids, you imagine how disappointed we were? And it just went, we couldn't even punch, bro. It was all downhill from there, bro. All downhill.
Hey, that's what Eclipse is for.
Oh, you could punch in Eclipse?
No.
Not punch, but you can do the long jump.
You can do a
in there.
long jump.
And it,
Oh,
it feels
shit.
it feels a little bit refreshing.
Yeah, it's a good long, I mean, you know,
It ain't no
it
64,
does,
but
I mean, it does, but like, they made Mario the worst character in the game for some fucking reason.
because he's a shit character.
They should not have made Luigi that good. They should not have made Luigi that fucking good, bro.
Mhm.
They should at
But,
least made him like
yeah.
run out of fucking water quicker or something.
Yeah. That's all I have to say about that one. What was the last topic?
That was the last one.
That was?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Is there anything else?
Any closing remarks from anybody?
Did y'all want to talk about the Word of Light stuff or
What Word of Light
we-
stuff?
Because I was going to. Oh my god! I was going to mention something about the Word of Light from Ultimate.
Mhm.
Because I went back and why am I slipping so much? Okay, so all right, you know what? Fuck it. I went back and watched the trailer for Ultimate, or I think it was either that or I just saw it like on a video or whatever. And granted, I still believe that Ultimate should have had like some type of subspace and missionary type of mode or whatever.
Subspace
Would've been-
what?
Nick, subspace.
Emissary?
What was it?
It's emissary. This man said
Emissary.
Subspace
missionary.
emissary.
This man said subspace
Oh.
missionary,
You're
bro.
I've been saying that shit for years. That's crazy.
That's freaky.
Hey yo.
But nah, so there's one little thing that I keep going back. I've been noticing for years. I just keep going back to it is when Sonic has slowed down to go save Pikachu, bro.
He
I
wasn't
don't
gonna
know
fucking
why.
save him anyways, bro. That nigga was not finna win.
I know, but for some reason, every time I keep going back to that scene, like it just
just real for
shows
that.
Yeah, he's real. Can we get a clap for fucking Maurice here? Can we get some claps here? Like I need some claps, bro. This nigga, Maurice the Hedgehog, all right? He slowed down. That's enough, please. He slowed down to try. He slowed down to try and help this man, or whatever gender Pikachu is, or whatever.
That
So-
rat.
It was a guy. It was a guy.
It was the guy, because I
Yeah.
do know they have the female Pikachu in there too. I saw the heart-shaped one. You know what I'm saying? But like, I just always like to go back to that scene because it showed that like, yeah, I feel like Sonic could have outrun the little
No,
light beam.
He couldn't have.
I feel like he could. I feel like he
No,
could.
Sakurai-
I feel like he could.
He's not Sakurai's baby, dog.
Sakurai said who was able to survive. It was only 3 people, but it was just gameplay reasons.
Who was the
he
other
showed-
people?
It was Palutena and Bayonetta. They were the only 2 people. They were the only 2 other people who could survive it. But
Both
for
of them
g-
clapped though.
yeah, for gameplay reasons, Kirby was the one that survived with the Warp Star. But if it were up to lore, the only people who could survive were Kirby, Palutena, and Bayonetta. Which is
That's
why
like
they're
Sonic could outrun it.
which is why where would he go? Because
I don't know. This nigga outran a black hole.
First of
He-
all, Sonic could have just used Chaos Control.
Oh, yeah.
that wouldn't have worked. Because
How?
because it went through Witch Time.
Oh,
It went through
well,
Bayonetta's,
I mean, he could have still went like, because
like Bayonetta can just go to hell. Like she could just straight up just go. So like she would be safe. But like the only thing is that Sakurai did this bullshit where like he explained why they didn't survive, but it's like he's like, oh, because Galeem, he wouldn't be able to go to other dimensions lore wise. But you see in the stickers, or not the stickers, the spirits, it got Hades, or it got like people who are in hell. So it's like
Right.
he for some reason was able to do that, but it was a gameplay reason he was able to do it. But if it was up to like lore and shit, he wouldn't have been able to do that shit. Is what I'm saying. Because Palutena would just go up to heaven or whatever, wherever the fuck the name of the place is where she resides, and Bayo would just, you know, chill where Rodon is. Yeah, he got Radon. Like it's just stupid that happened. You know what I'm saying? But Sonic wouldn't have anywhere to go. Like he could probably, because it was never explained how he goes, like how Blaze's dimension works. So like, if he could go to Blaze's dimension, like yeah, he would be safe.
Let there be a storybook bio. Let there be a storybook.
Oh yeah. He'd be chilling in Arabian Nights or the Bible. But yeah, it's
Sonic and the Last Supper.
I don't know. I feel like I still feel like Sonic could have outrun it because it's like he escaped many. Well, then again, Colors. For those who know the name Colors, he didn't outrun that shit. So maybe not. I don't know.
He would have survived
close.
the longest. He would have been the last to go, but he wouldn't have survived. You know, that's just it. He wouldn't have, because he got Shadow too, and he got Metal Sonic. So it's like,
yeah.
You know, it's just, I just don't like the fact that there was just a nigga that could just do that. You know what I'm saying? I get they just wanted to have a reason to just have a campaign and have Kirby be the first guy that lives, but yeah, when you do lore like that, niggas get fucking pissed. Sora would have survived.
He probably would have.
You know, because didn't he just do that fucking like that? Nigga
Giving up already?
Yeah, then he could just fucking teleport like wherever the fuck he wants to.
I mean, we said the same thing about Sonic though.
But can't Sora just like go to different dimensions? Or
He's gonna hop on the gummy ship and fucking burn the fuck off.
First of all, isn't that that's probably going to take up some time because I could have swore like he has to like open the fucking dimension and do all this shit like that. If that's the case, he had to do that shit the minute he saw them fucking hands started coming through.
Yeah, Shulk saw the future and would have warned him.
But in that short amount of time, because Shulk was like, "Hey, them niggas are on the way," and like Gleam just started like coming through within like a matter of like 5 seconds.
Yeah, he didn't warn them in time. He didn't, because he saw it. He didn't get to tell them that, hey, we gotta fucking go, or we gotta do something about it.
Yeah, Sora was not gonna have enough time. No matter what, nobody was gonna have enough time.
No, Sora would have just straight up beat him. Sora would have just straight up beat Galeem because Sephiroth killed him.
Because his friends are his power.
Sephiroth killed him and Sora beat Sephiroth. That's how that works. Power scaling.
We ain't doing that, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's annoying because, like, in my opinion, like, Sephiroth ain't beating, like, half the characters in that fucking roster. But he straight up
is not beating Olimar.
Yeah, he straight up beat Galeem. Like, just sliced that nigga in half.
Yeah, because, like, we do have Smash characters who fought against gods and, like, they did their thing, like, Cloud, Sonic, Bayonetta, Kirby, Pit, Dark Pit, Palutena, fucking the Pokemon don't count because like
they don't.
I mean, I know. Well, I know
those are just wild animals.
Yeah, they're just regular niggas, bro.
So you tell me that like a Pokemon like Arceus can't go up against like a god or something? Like,
no, Arceus
is a god.
Yeah, Arceus would just snap him out of existence.
Yeah.
Arceus, but he fucking got Arceus too.
Oh yeah,
Arceus was a spirit. Like,
you know, yeah. Okay,
isn't that fucking annoying, bro? Like, just Sakurai just did whatever the fuck he wanted to, bro.
See, that is a good reason why I brought this topic up because like I'm watching this shit.
Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. Isn't Shara a spirit?
Who?
Shara from Secret Rings. Isn't she a spirit?
Oh yeah, she sure.
So
is.
Sonic wouldn't have been safe in the storybooks.
Damn, what the fuck? The books ain't even do nothing.
Blaze is a spirit, bro. What the fuck?
Gleam is just multi-dimensional. That's all.
And Silver. Wait. How the fuck is Silver a spirit?
This nigga's from the future.
He's not even there.
Oh, that nigga Gleam, he was chasing after everybody, bro.
I'm saying,
I need these niggas dead.
How do you do something that spans space and time like that, bro? That's so stupid.
Well, I guess he's the only guy that, you know, shit, we gotta see like what type of. I ain't gonna say what type of power Gleam had, but like that nigga's a threat, bro. I don't think Goku could have even beat him, bro.
So how did he lose to Sephiroth? Okay, how did he lose to Sephiroth so easy, bro? Like, I know Sephiroth is strong as fuck, but it's like he's been beaten by other niggas. So it's like, if they can't beat Galeem, why the fuck? What makes? I think maybe it was a sneak attack or something, bro. Like,
it has to be because you know Sephiroth, he be on some whole shit. Like
he really do.
He was a bitch for real.
We played well for those who played Rebirth or shit, even a little bit of like even like a little bit of remake. We seen what Sephiroth can do. So like that nigga, he's like, oh, you trying to fight me? Hey, I'm right behind you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, I always been here. So it's just like that's the type of energy he's on. You know?
I just don't like Galeem as a fucking character. Like as a boss, he should just brought Taboo back. I mean, he did bring Taboo back as a fucking spirit, but it's just like Taboo should just been the big bad again, bro. I don't know. Nobody would have been mad about him reusing that nigga, bro. Like for real.
Nah, I feel like he did a good job of Gleam because it's like it just shows that like, hey, this nigga's able to do it with whatever the fuck he wants to do. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't even think about the silver shit. I didn't even think about the blaze shit. So this nigga can transcend through time, transcend through dimensions. He could damn near do whatever the fuck he want.
He did what spoiler, no spoiler. He did what Doctor Doom did in the fucking comics, and what's probably gonna happen in the movies. Doctor Doom did exactly that. Like he erased everything and formed it into one singular like universe called Battle World. And World of Light, the map is just everybody's fucking maps put together into one. Even the Street Fighter map. I don't know why the fuck Green Hill Zone wasn't a part of the fucking stage. Even wasn't Shadow Moses Island there?
Yeah.
Like why the fuck wasn't like that's the only like well Bayonetta isn't there either, but like that's the only third party world that just wasn't there. I don't know why. Like I thought that was finna happen once I saw the Street Fighter stage. It was just weird.
Oh man. All I'm gonna say, I just wish Subspace was, I mean not Subspace, I just wish the gameplay was just like a little bit different. Like World of Light is cool, you know, for what it is, but
yeah, it's better than the campaign in Smash 4.
Oh yeah.
What campaign?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Oh, you mean Smash Run? Yeah, I love Smash Run.
I like Smash Run, but Sakurai didn't care about making the Wii U game a good game. He just wanted everybody to incentivize the 3DS. That's so stupid.
But to kind of just close things. This is definitely a good episode. We definitely got like a lot of shit out the way. We're just gonna wait and see for like the next couple weeks to see what else. They say there's supposed to be a Nintendo Direct for June. People keep talking about it. I mean, I don't know. It will be nice.
They need to because I'm not finna just sit here being comfortable with just Donkey Kong for another like Donkey Kong being the only Switch 2 game with a fucking release date. I'm not comfortable with that shit right now, bro.
Yeah, because Pokemon ZA, I think that's coming out like sometime in fall or whatever. But
Metroid.
I'm still waiting on Rhythm Heaven.
Rhythm Heaven's coming out next year. Motherfucking Kirby Air Riders don't got a date. Wait, when was their last direct? Wasn't there just one like last month?
No, the last direct was like back in like what May or April. It was like whenever the Switch 2 got a release date, pretty much. So I think it was like April. No, March. I think it was March. No, April. It had to been like the last week of March or April.
Let me see real quick.
I think it was April.
No, I'm not denying.
Yeah. No, because they had like a little direct for like the last few games for the Switch 1, and then they had the Switch 2 direct.
I fuck. Why the fuck are they not? It was in April. Yeah, April. Oh no. April 2nd. That was the last one. They're not doing one this month.
No,
I think it's a little too soon for it. Unless they do like an indie direct.
They're most likely gonna do like a main Nintendo direct like right before Donkey Kong comes out or afterwards.
It can still happen. It's just like we just need to know what other games like are coming out? Like, are the Xenoblade games going to get any updates or patches so they can run at a stable 60? You know what I'm saying?
I think business wise, they're gonna save it till after Donkey Kong because like knowing that they have more exciting things upon the horizon, if it gets revealed before Donkey Kong comes out, a lot of niggas are gonna be like, "Oh fuck that! I'm saving my money for that game,
Right.
and I'm not getting Donkey Kong."
Is there really like no hype for Donkey Kong right now?
No, there's hype for Donkey Kong. It's just like it's the only game other than Mario Kart that we know that has a release date. So it's like, yeah, we're gonna get it. Or I mean, I don't know if y'all
What's
are
the
gonna.
other shit?
Yeah, like we're gonna get the game, but then like after that, it's like now what? We don't know when Kirby Air. We don't know shit about Kirby Air Riders and Metroid Prime 4. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna get the game when it comes out, but like, I honestly don't think a lot of people are gonna get that game. Like Metroid
Wait,
Dread.
Air Riders?
Metroid
Prime
Prime 4.
4.
Like Metroid
Oh yeah, I'm
Dread.
getting it.
Metroid Dread had more hype around it than Prime 4 did.
Hold on. Legends has a release date. It's October 16th.
Okay. Well then. And yeah, Legends had a lot of information out on about it too. So Legends is the only game that but that's Pokemon. Like Pokemon revealed that shit.
Oh, okay. If we do it like that, then yeah.
No, because like it was in the Pokemon Direct.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's what I mean. It's like it's like Nintendo's not gonna reveal that information. They're just gonna have the Pokemon game like in their directs. But like, this is just me speaking as like if I was Nintendo. Like obviously, like they can do whatever the fuck because they just revealed a fucking Splatoon game just randomly. They could have saved that shit for the Direct if they were gonna have one soon.
Well, I just know the only things they have left, like the upgrade for Jamboree comes out next month on the 24th.
Yeah.
And
yeah, that too.
Kirby's upgrade, along with the new DLC, comes out on hey, look at that, the day before my birthday, on the 28th.
Damn,
of this year.
Of August?
Yep.
Damn. So we probably not getting a Direct for like a while then.
I personally feel like we're still getting a Direct. It's just that like they probably won't speak on some stuff until like maybe next year. I feel like they're just gonna focus on the games that they have right now.
But they only have 3 games.
That's all we need apparently.
Is the problem because like somebody compared it to the launch of the Switch, and they said that it's neck and neck. And I'm trying to think how.
Breath of the Wild and 1-2 Switch. That's all they had.
Yeah, it was Breath of the Wild.
No, Mario Kart 8.
They had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. They had Mario Odyssey. They had Xenoblade 2.
Mario Odyssey was like was in November.
Yeah, the year. I'm talking about like the year of 2017.
Oh, launch year.
Yeah, launch year. Like they had Xenoblade 2. They had Mario Odyssey. They had Splatoon 2. Like I'm trying to think how it's like neck and neck with that. Because we just know Donkey Kong, Metroid, Pokemon, Kirby Air Riders.
If anything, you couldn't even really count the upgrades.
I'm not gonna count the upgrades.
They may be because like the other games that we have so far, like they have they're getting a lot of third-party support right now. We're getting Madden NFL 26. That's August. We're getting Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 for next month.
Mm-hmm.
The Raidu games. I guess that's the Alice game. I can't remember. That's
Raidu?
That's for Raidu. It's some Japanese game. That's this month. Story of Seasons. That's in August. The Puyo already came out. Coden already came out. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I think right now that's
oh, you said third party, never mind.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like right now they're just gonna release the games that they already focus on, which is Mario Kart World, Donkey Kong, Pokemon, the Kirby upgrade, the Mario Party upgrade, and then whatever third-party games that they got coming out right now. I think that's just their focus right now, and they'll probably save the bigger shit for next year. And to be honest, like, I'm okay with that You know what I'm saying? I know it kind of sucks a little bit, but at the same time, just let them cook for a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I ain't got no
We
choice.
just gotta, yeah, we just have to just kind of wait things out. Like as long as, because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure whenever they do have the direct, I'm pretty sure a lot of third party companies along like with Capcom, Sega, and whoever else, they probably already have some shit already locked and loaded for the Switch too. So it might either get shadow dropped or they might get announced for this year and just be dropped at later dates. And I mean, shit, we're just gonna have to feed off of that for right now until then, you know, because we have enough games. You know what I'm saying? I know it's not games that are like what everybody wants, and it is kind of for some people it might be a little bit lackluster, but we just gotta wait out and see until.
Look, we have the best game already. Nintendo Switch Welcome Tour.
You know, we got. Look, man, we got CrossWorlds coming. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be enough.
I'm not getting that shit for the Switch too.
That's on my PC. Fuck all that.
You know what I'm saying,
Well,
bro.
I'm saying for the people who only got a Switch or a Switch 2.
I'm sorry for them,
them
but
alone.
it can't be me. It ain't any of us.
they got Street Fighter, they got Hogwarts, they got Bravely Default, Split Fiction, Cyberpunk, Fortnite, Yakuza
Yeah, they can
Zero,
say the fuck over there with all that. We already played half of them games and beat them.
Deltarune,
Especially Yakuza Zero.
yeah, Deltarune, No Man's Sky.
Oh, they do have Deltarune. Is Deltarune on Steam?
Yeah, that's what I played it on.
Deltarune. Oh, never mind. They don't got Deltarune.
Look, they got games. It's just like
We
I'm
also
fine with,
got games.
yeah, like I'm fine with these because hey, I mean I got a PC, so it gives me enough time to just go between back and forth, like because I'm not worrying about no third party games unless Sega hits us with the Heroes remaster or some shit. But like that's all I'm just trying to say. But yeah, that I think that's all. I think we can kind of close things out after this point.
You think so?
Yeah, I think we said enough.
Yeah.
We said a good amount.
Yeah, and shit, we almost hit that 2 hour mark, so we're pretty much good.
Yeah. We've been on for an hour and 52 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
As opposed to last time we was like what, like an hour and some change.
Yeah, I definitely say this was our better episode. We definitely we definitely had like a lot more energy out of this one. Talked about a lot.
Yeah, we're
of stuff
finding our footing.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Corey always coming in just saying like one thing and then muting. Never change, my nigga, never change. And shit.
But for those who's watching, thank y'all for your support. Thank y'all for watching. Tune in for our live stream event for next Friday. We will be playing Smash. That's the agreement. We're gonna be playing Smash multiplayer.
Shivers.
And then for next Saturday, we're gonna be in our podcast. So y'all tune in for them for next week's episode. And
we also got our music podcast on Wednesdays. Those
music
are live.
podcast as well. Yes.
If you ever want to catch these episodes live, for the gaming podcast, they would be over on Karma Keys' channel. I don't do them live because my bandwidth just don't be bandwidth sometimes, and I don't want to lose footage. So I just be recording it my end, and then I'm just gonna download it and put it on my channel and shit.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for both episodes, this episode and last episode, to be a double upload because I did not have internet for a while due to storms. That's my excuse.
Uh-huh.
But if you where do people need to find you for if they want to hit you up?
Karma Keys, that's for my music channel on YouTube, and Chaos X Karma, that is my gaming channel as well on YouTube. So it is either or. Check out my Slow and Reverb project, Lucid Garden Tapes Volume 1.
It's just doing
numbers. That is my most recent drop lately. Give that a listen, and I will continue to try and find other ways to work on my gaming channel because I have not done nothing with that since April or March. So yeah,
put some clips together, like from you playing Mario Kart with us or something.
Oh yeah.
I will. But yeah, that's all I gotta say.
vswitch, where you want them to, where do you want them to find you at?
As of right now, I just have my Instagram. So, oh shit, what's my
This man lagging, bro. Well, not lagging, but you slacking.
Oh no, I'm not. Got you. Follow me at underscore Von._switch
What he said.
on the Instagrams.
And I'll be, well, and all mine's is already on the fucking screen. So, well, and thank y'all for coming, and thank y'all for listening. It will be on the channel, and like you said, stay tuned for next episode. All right, bye.